What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a pretty chill video. I got to do some things to the X3 to get it ready for Silver Lake. We're going to the dunes next weekend. Today is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to anyone who's a father out there. Anyways, I want to clean this thing up. It's still super dusty from when we shot up to St. Helen Memorial Day, so I want to finally go through, clean it. But what I'm going to do first is change the oil on it. These things with the skid plates underneath them are a pain in the ass to change the oil on. So what I'm gonna do is pull it out, take it up to the other garage, just in case it leaks oil off of that skid plate. I don't ruin the new concrete with oil stain marks. As you can see, I got the Rubicon back. This thing needed some work done. A lot of stuff, actually, more than what I thought, and I didn't have time to do it. If you guys watched the video where I finally got this back from my buddy's house, it was stored in his pole barn for a couple of years. And then I cleaned all the mouse crap and stuff out of it. But it needed a rear main, needed axle seals, ball joints, oil pan, trans pan, and some other stuff. There's still some things I gotta do to it. I didn't have time to deal with it, so I took it into work, had my buddy Brad do all the stuff to it. And I gotta pull the track bar out at some point today, replace the track bar bushings. Them are supposed to be here tomorrow. Then I'll slap the track bar back in and go get a line, because ideally I have my buddy that's hauling the X3 to Silver Lake next weekend, and then I wanna drive the Jeep there. So I got some stuff I gotta finish up on that, some wiring issues, some minor crap that we'll take care of. But first, what I'm gonna do is pull the old ditch pickle winter beater out, park it over off to the side somewhere so we can get the XRC out, pull it into the other garage, and then change the old oil on it. So I went ahead and cracked the dipstick loose, which you're probably not gonna be able to see it right in there. It's yellow. Nah, it's hard to see, but it's up in there. Cracked that loose, pulled the drain plugs out. As you can see, you got the oil now draining out. If you guys want to do yourselves a favor, I'll post a link down below to one of these orange silicone funnels. You can get them in a couple different colors. Get yourself one of them, and then as you can see, the hole is supposed to be like right on this side, left side of it, but this damn cross member thing, engine mount, whatever it is right in the way. So Dremel that out. Do yourself a favor, it'll save you a ton of time and a ton of cleanup with the oil. I literally Dremeled mine out just because for future oil changes, it's gonna be a lot less stressful. You already have holes underneath this thing all over. So what I did was Dremel that Johnny out. Kind of just wedge the funnel in there sideways. Gravity's gonna do its thing. All the oil will drain down to where you want to instead of hitting your skid plate and scattering all across your garage. Anyways, waiting for that to finish draining. If you guys watched my last video on how to service your side-by-side, I went a lot more in detail on this stuff with sizes. I'll post a link up in the top corner if you want to check it out. But I just got the Can-Am oil change service kit, whatever you want to call it. You can get these at any one of your local power sports stores, or if you're like me and you live in the middle of nowhere, you can order them off Amazon. I'll put that link down below in the description as well. You get everything in here, oil filter, crush washers, O-ring, and then I think 4 quarts of oil, because that's pretty much what these take. So what I'm gonna do is let that finish draining. As you can see, I already pulled the old storage bag off of the back, because the only way to pretty much put the oil in is down through the box there. So I'm gonna let that finish draining, fill it up with oil, back it out, vacuum all the sand and dust out of it, and then wash it. All right, just got done changing the oil on the X3. Took the funnel, ran it through to where the dipstick goes in, filled it up, changed the oil filter out. So that is all done. So what I'm gonna do now is back it out. I'm gonna spray down all the spots where oil kind of dripped down, because I mean, it's pretty much impossible to not at least get one drop on the engine or the skid plate. Or floor is pretty solid. I think I got maybe 1 or 2 drops down there. But I'm gonna spray it all off with brake cleaner or parts cleaner, and then vacuum the inside out to get all the sand and dust out of there, and then wash the whole outside out, so that way it looks all nice and pretty for Silver Lake next weekend. just got done washing the X3. I pulled it back into the garage, so it was on a level surface. Checked the oil on it again, just to make sure we're all good to go on the oil. I think these take like 3.7 quarts. But be careful because they don't like to drain all the oil out. So when you're refilling it, what I recommend doing is just like get to like 3 quarts and then take it slow from there. Don't like full send the whole 3.7 right off the rip. Yeah, we're right in the middle. We're all good to go on this thing. It's all cleaned up, ready for Silver Lake. I blew the air box, the air filter out last weekend when I was using the air compressor for something else. So I don't need to do that today. The only thing left that I have to do is hit up all the grease ports and stuff on it, which surprisingly I don't have a grease gun, so I'm gonna have to snag one from my dad's house. But while I had everything out, I went ahead, pulled the old mega cab out and gave it a bath real quick. So this thing's all cleaned up. Was gonna wash the Rubicon, but it's not really all that dirty, so kind of said screw that. But I did actually get something else out, but I did get the old Grom out and sprayed it off, hit it with a quick wipe down and then rinsed it. This thing I think I've only washed once since I've owned it. It kind of gets neglected pretty good. I need to take the time and actually clean it up. This thing needs an oil change too, like real bad. It's been a couple years, but I don't really put that many miles on it, but I definitely need to do that soon. Like I said, pretty boring video, kind of just some little stuff I had to get done, so I figured I'd flip the camera on. I'm gonna go ahead, put everything back in the pole barn, put all the stuff away, find some dinner because I'm starving. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, a little bit of content for you. But stay tuned, Silver Lake video coming soon. If you guys like side-by-side content, Grom content, mega cab Jeep stuff, don't forget to subscribe, turn on that bell so you don't miss notifications. Till next time, guys, I'm out.